So one of my most popular videos is a budget Rogue gym build, and while that term budget is pretty subjective, in the video I outlined how the Rogue SML-2C squat stand was likely the best buy. And while that's still a great space-saving option, I don't believe it's the best option from Rogue for most people. No, that honor falls on the Rogue R3 power rack. Now, what you want from a home gym is going to differ for each person, but most usually factor in cost, quality, versatility, and footprint in no particular order. And we'll just table the quality discussion as Rogue's equipment is known for its stoutness, which is why you'll often find their equipment suitable for commercial or private gym settings. Instead, let's start with everyone's favorite when it comes to Rogue, and that's cost. Now, for a full rack, Rogue's most cost-friendly option is the Rogue Echo RE3. And while it's the most affordable, it falls short in some of the other categories. So it's a 2x2 rack that has 2-inch spacing through the bench and squat area and 6-inch spacing everywhere else. Now, in most cases, all of the Rogue racks offer west side, or 1-inch spacing in the bench area, and 2-inch spacing everywhere else. This means that with every other line, you'll be able to get more precise with J-cup and safety placements. And the Echo line also has a very limited accessory offering compared to Rogue's other lines. And their J-cups, for example, they don't include any UHMW to protect your barbells. So not only are they limited in accessories, but they're also scaled down severely compared to what you'll find everywhere else. Our next most affordable full rack option is the Rogue R3, and for roughly $100 more than the Echo line, you get a lot more of the features and versatility. Speaking of versatility, this rack falls into the Infinity line and has many of the accessories that you'll find on the higher-end Monster and Monster Lite series, including some highly sought-after items like safety straps. However, with the Infinity line, they're usually priced the most affordable. For example, standard J-cups run $65 for the Infinity line, compared to $80 for the Monster Lite and $125 for the Monster. Now, personally speaking, I also feel like having a full cage is much better than having a squat rack or a half rack, as it allows you to do more and do it more safely. There's something about being inside a cage and knowing that if you fail, it's very hard to injure yourself or the equipment compared to, let's say, missing the spotter arms on a half rack or a squat stand and potentially dumping it and having it still hit the ground or hurting yourself. Now, cages also allow you to use things like band pegs, which you can't really do on a squat stand. And when it comes to footprint, the R3 covers all your bases. We just talked about how lifting inside a cage is ideal, and the R3, being a 24-inch depth rack, allows you to reap these benefits, but not at the cost of taking up a lot of floor space like the R4 or R6 might. This is great, as the footprint could allow you to build a platform out of a single 4x8 foot piece of plywood and bolt the entire rack to it. All the other size racks will require a bigger footprint in order to do so, and potentially more materials. The R3 is also the only rack that's offered in a shorty version. So this means that when you're checking out, you're given the option of selecting a standard rack height of 90 inches or an 80-inch shorty version. And this is key, as it allows this rack to basically fit anywhere. And it's true, you can request Rogue to cut other racks down to size, but this always comes at an additional cost. So this is a Rogue option of a short rack that still has all the benefits that we just talked about. So when you combine the low cost, the high versatility, and the small footprint, it's easy to see why for most people, the Rogue R3 is the best rack they sell. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.